Hey, quick video on some of the things that I'm working on as of late. This might be slightly interesting to you if you're involved in generative AI at all. So let's just go watch a demo. It's going to be a brief demo. Hey, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing great, thank you. How about you?
I'm doing well. What's the weather today in Addis Ababa?
In Addis Ababa, it's currently a warm 99 degrees Celsius. That's quite hot. Stay cool and hydrated. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Yeah, let's take some notes about my plans for today.
Sure. What would you like to include in your plan for today? Let's jot down the details.
I need to go get a haircut.
Got it. A haircut is on the agenda. What else would you like to add to your plan?
Well, let's open up Notepad and take some notes about this video that I'm making.
I've noted down your plan for today. Getting a haircut and making a video. Anything else you'd like to add or discuss?
Yes, I also need to take a few calls later in the afternoon.
Great. I've added take a few calls later in the afternoon to your plan. Anything else you'd like to add, or should we wrap it up for now?
Wrap it up now.
Okay, we're all set. Have a fantastic day and good luck with your haircut, video shoot, and calls. If you need anything else, just let me know.
So that's fairly, simple. And there it is. It took all the notes. How do we get here? Some of it I'm kind of not going to show all the code, and those of you are going to ask me for it. I'm actually using this as part of my startup, so I won't be giving the whole thing away, but I'll give you the bones on how to do this yourself. The idea is to create a generative model. You can use live with OpenAI or Gemini to get that kind of real-time back and forth conversation. But then you're passing your functions that are available to the generative model, and the way to do that with ROS, or one way to do that with ROS, is let the model know about the ROS nodes that are there and some of the capabilities. So here I've kind of hard-coded a couple of capabilities, but I've also let the model know about all of my ROS nodes. Gave it access to all the nodes that I have available, which is a camera node, a video recording node, a audio node, and others as well. So this is just, I'm one day into writing code, so this is what I was able to do in one day with generative AI assisting me. I guess I should jump on the camera real quick so you can see me. There we go. With generative AI assisting me, I was able to do this in basically not even 10 hours, which would have taken me a long time years ago. As a matter of fact, this functionality, this kind of workflow plus task management and actions is something that I built about 5 years ago now, using some older techniques in machine learning, natural language toolkit and those kinds of things, to try to put together, what the robot was capable of, how it could respond in various scenarios. And now today you can just pass those as functions to a model that can accept tools. So Llama 3.2, 3.3, OpenAI obviously, and Gemini, some of the models that I think about, or services that I think about that can handle function input. And the other thing I'm using essentially LangChain and LangGraph to manage the flow of the application, the agents that are being used, etc. So I can show you one of these nodes because it's one that you can find / and or make yourself. And this is the GPT 4.0 Realtime node. nothing magic here. It's GPT-4's real-time node, just with ROS tacked onto it. So it's able to publish and subscribe and those kinds of things. It has a set of descriptors, configuration, that kind of stuff that's updatable. So on session create, it does something, and then post session create on the update, it's able to do more things. So when speech is done, either speaker is done, I can go back and say, okay, now do this function call, or here speech is started, audio is done, AI is finished speaking, maybe I've started speaking again. I can kind of go do this round trip over and over again before there's no stop event. So you can just keep adding to this. If I wanted to, I can say something like, in my other code, I can say, let's do a say task or a workflow that has multiple tasks or multiple steps to it, multiple actions. And I kind of think of it like this: like if your workflow is go get a coffee, well, it's got to go to the room to get that coffee. Maybe it needs to turn its motors on to even get there. There's a set of actions in order to it, and I used to have to write that code myself, and now I don't have to write it at all. I can say, hey, this is the end state goal that I'm trying to get to. Write a series of steps that this particular robot should take, and then using pedantic codify those steps. So step 1, step 2, step 3, over and over and over again. Some of these steps will trigger ROS actions, like movement, like ROS control, nav2 to a location. Some of it will just be logic. Like, for instance, I'm in front of the coffee pot. I need to identify how to create that coffee. Do I put a cup in the bottom? Is it a Keurig? Those kinds of things. You can spend the rest of your life coding just for coffee, that particular thing, and folks would say that you should use a robot framework, like a foundational model will be able to handle all these cases. And I think the answer there is should it? Not necessarily no, but should it? Anyway, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 nodes, 2 services, and 1 action, all built in about 6 hours or less using generative AI with a lot of back and forth. I'm using the O1 model. I'm using Gemini 2.0, Llama 3.3, and 3.2. All right, and I hope you all have a great day. See you at CES, those of you that are going.